Hello, my name is Samantha Pearson. In the following short but controversial video, I will reveal the one amazing little secret that has been long suppressed by optometrists and the eye care industry to naturally achieving perfect 20/20 vision in as little as 14 days. Whether you suffer from short-sightedness, long-sightedness, presbyopia, glaucoma, macular degeneration, or any other eye condition, you should stop what you are doing and listen, as these conditions and more can be completely reversed by yourself from the comfort of your own home and without having to visit a single optometrist, doctor, or surgery. Not to mention save you a vast amount of money every year from no longer having to purchase your soon-to-be non-existent glasses, contact lenses and trips to the optometrist. You'll soon realize that this isn't magic. This isn't snake oil or even a big conspiracy. This is a well-documented, scientifically proven solution to not only improving but perfecting your vision. Think of how you're feeling right now. I'm sure that you, just like the millions of others who are suffering daily with the persistent visual problems, are feeling pretty fed up and hopeless. You're probably sick and tired of having to struggle to read even the simplest day-to-day items. Tired of having to deal with the hassle of contact lenses, glasses and eye tests. Tired of having to squint and frown just to focus, and not to forget all of the headaches and migraines that are associated with eye conditions. Well, what if I told you that the heavy burden of your eye condition can be thrown away for good? In the next few minutes, you'll discover that all the visual problems you're facing are in fact completely reversible and curable. All the struggles, all the anxiety and frustration with your vision can be a thing of the past. You'll also find out the real truth about why the glasses or contacts you wear are not actually helping your vision at all, but are guaranteed to ruin it over time. And the reality is, if you don't pay attention right now, things will not change and will most likely get worse. Even though it may seem totally impossible to you now, I'll show you exactly how over 46,400 people, just like yourself, are naturally perfecting their vision to crystal clear 20/20 standards in as little as 2 weeks. No matter your age or the extent of your visual problem. Even if your optometrist, doctor or physician has told you that your eye condition is permanent and hopeless, which is simply not true. Even if your eyes have not improved at all to previous treatments or methods. You can now finally say goodbye to your glasses and contact lenses for good. You can say goodbye to countless tests and trips to the optometrist. You can say goodbye to the frustration and hopelessness that your visual condition brings you. You can now stay completely clear of dangerous surgeries, such as laser eye surgery, which not only has an extortionate price, but is in fact far more dangerous than we are led to believe. The laser eye clinics won't care to admit it, but common complications include eye infections, worsened vision, floaters, and even blindness. Complications can even lead to corneal ectasia, where fluid builds up on the eye, and patients require a further corneal transplant to correct the condition. Plus, according to the American Academy of Ophthalmology, complications with laser eye surgery occur relatively frequently, and there's not even a guarantee that the surgery will actually help, or your condition won't come back at any time. Doesn't sound so great, does it? Not in months, but in 2 short weeks, you can be saying goodbye to your eye condition, not temporarily, but permanently. You'll shock your optometrist, as he will never see you buying a single contact lens, pair of glasses, or even eye test again. You'll shock your friends with your ability to read all the day-to-day objects that you once struggled with. You'll shock your loved ones with your new look and confidence without the burden of glasses or contact lenses. You'll finally be able to read, see and enjoy life to the fullest as it was meant to be enjoyed. The possibilities are endless. If you watch this video to the very end, you'll see just how easy it is to hack your vision system and cure almost any eye condition, resulting in perfect 20/20 clear vision. This secret comes directly from an 84-year-old optometrist doctor who has decided to spill the beans and get revenge on the eye care and ophthalmology industry. And this remarkable vision secret has been written about in dozens of medical journals and featured in countless magazines. But optometrists and the eye care companies are desperately trying to suppress this information from becoming mainstream. Why? In 2012, the contact lens industry alone was worth $6.71 billion US. Yes, billion. With the industry set to be worth a staggering $11.7 billion by just 2015. It's an endless gold mine, and it's no wonder they don't want this vision-perfecting secret to become public knowledge. You can probably realize now the real drive and incentive behind the marketing and selling of contact lenses and glasses. The industry even ensures that most optometrists work on a commission basis. The more the optometrists can get you to spend on glasses and contact lenses, the more they will make, knowing too well that glasses and contact lenses are in fact worsening your condition. More on this in just a moment. So what are others saying about this vision-perfecting secret that the eye care industry is so desperately trying to hide?
I just wanted to thank you personally for sharing this vision-perfecting secret with me. It's been about 11 days and already I can focus and read so much better. It's remarkable. I don't even need my glasses anymore. My eyesight is 1,000,000 times better than it was, and I wouldn't have believed this was even possible to achieve all, this naturally until I found out for myself. Thank you so much.
Hey, I'm Dave, and I was honestly very skeptical when I was told I could naturally cure my myopia from home, but I really had nothing to lose. Well, as you can probably tell, I am no longer wearing my glasses, and it's just been 2 weeks. I can't believe how effective this secret method of 20/20 vision really is. My optometrist doesn't believe me when I'm reading his eye chart.
Hi, I'm Gia. It's been just 13 days of following the secret to 20/20 vision you shared with me, and honestly, my results are beyond my wildest dreams. I have ditched my glasses completely. I can't believe that I've achieved this without surgery in less than 2 weeks. Truly amazing. Thank you.
How great is that? Unfortunately for me, I found out the hard way about this secret. At 13 years old, I was diagnosed with having myopia or short-sightedness. It couldn't have come at a worse time. A week later, I started high school and, well, having thick lens glasses and already low confidence made me the easy target for bullying. It was a truly upsetting time. After reaching the age of 30, not only had my confidence been bruised from my teenage years, but my vision was worse than ever. I was a step away from being classified legally blind. I tried to deny it. I tried to hide it. But sadly, it was the truth. It was frustrating not being able to enjoy life as it should be and how everyone else was. In desperation, I saved up a huge $4,650 for this so-called revolutionary laser eye surgery. On the onset, it seemed like a dream come true. Little did I know in my haste and naivety of the dangers that laser eye surgery could bring. After the operation, I fast became extremely disappointed. Not only was there no improvement, it turned out my vision had actually got worse. Yes, worse. The last straw was a couple of days later when I realized my left eye had become infected. The infection was pretty bad, and I was immediately given a course of antibiotics and other medicine. I was asked to stay in hospital so they could monitor me. And the scary fact is, I was one of the lucky ones. Some have even gone blind from this surgery. As I lay in my bed, I realized that I was sick, penniless, and on the edge of being blind. I broke down and cried like a baby. Now, here is where my story gets a little weird. As luck would have it, an old friend of mine was actually the nurse who cared for me during my stay in hospital. She recommended I visit an 84-year-old, very off-the-grid doctor named Mr. Sen. You've probably never heard of him. I never had. After being discharged from hospital and with nothing to lose, I took the drive to his office, if you can call it that. It was in a run-down block of offices along a main highway. His office was just like something out of a movie. There were piles of books, papers and journals stacked high on his desk and floor. After explaining my situation to Dr. Sen, he then told me something very eye-opening. It turned out that nearly all visual conditions, including short-sightedness, long-sightedness, astigmatism, presbyopia, lazy eyes, cross eyes, macular degeneration, glaucoma, and many more are in fact learned traits throughout your life and not genetic, as your optometrist has led you to believe. Yes, that's right, nearly all eye conditions are learnt and occur after you are born. Think when you were a baby. You didn't need glasses in your crucial years to learn how to walk, see and learn. So why all of a sudden do you need glasses or contact lenses now? Dr. Sen then told me about research carried out in 1968 by Professor Francis Young. He led a research team to Alaska to study Eskimo families who were being introduced to the modern American lifestyle. This provided a unique opportunity to test the genetic theory because the parents were illiterate, whereas their children were the first generation to go through school. If the eye care and ophthalmology industry were actually telling you the truth, then the results of this study would be obvious. The parents and the children should have almost identical visual systems. The results showed quite the opposite. Only 2 out of the 130 patients had a visual condition. Yet in contrast, more than 60% of the children had developed visual conditions. These children obviously didn't inherit the visual problems, so the conclusion had to be made that their new environment, in particular school and long reading sessions, had been the cause of their eye conditions. And have you ever noticed how families seem to inherit visual conditions? It's in fact not the condition that is genetically passed on, it's the trait. For example, with parents that read a lot usually means that children will also read a lot. And in turn, these traits are passed from generation to generation. The problem with long reading sessions and the ever-increasing use of computers, mobiles and television sets is that they encourage focusing on close objects for extended periods of time. This is exactly the opposite the way nature